Love and tears. The final breath of a story. Every story has a heartbeat. Some stories begin with a spark and end with a storm. Love and Tears was never just about love, or betrayal, or justice. It was about the quiet strength of forgiveness, the cost of truth, and the courage to face one's own soul. Now, after years of secrets, pain, and redemption, the story takes its final breath. Every lie will surface. Every sin will demand its price. Every heart will find its peace. This is not the end of a series. It's the completion of a journey. The moment where silence speaks louder than words, and love finally learns to let go. Welcome to the final chapter of Love and Tears, a story where no one wins, but everyone, at last, finds peace. Why did the creators choose to end Love and Tears instead of continuing the story? According to the text, what made the ending of the series more meaningful than simply extending it? How does the story suggest that truth can bring silence rather than more drama? What does the text mean when it says the writers chose to end the story where it should end, not where it could? In what ways does the series ending reflect the themes of forgiveness and redemption? Why is the conclusion described as the final breath of the story? Don't forget to like our video and subscribe so we can see how many of us are on this journey together. Now, let's take a look at what will happen in the next episode, together. Every story breathes, sometimes softly, sometimes painfully, until the moment it takes its final breath. For Love and Tears, that moment has arrived. But this is not a simple ending. It is the quiet completion of a journey that was never just about guilt and justice. It was about being human, about forgiving, about daring to face the truth, no matter how much it hurts. From the beginning, The Price of Sin explored the fragile balance between good and evil, love and betrayal, justice and mercy. And now, when every secret has been revealed, when every debt has been paid in tears, silence, and sacrifice, the story finally rests. The creators and writers made a choice that few dare to make in today's world of endless stories. They chose to end it where it should end, not where it could, because the story's strength was never in its length, but in its truth. And when truth finally speaks, there comes a time when even truth must fall silent. The final episode of Love and Tears unfolds like a confession written in rain. Every scene breathes the weight of memory, regret, and revelation. Meyra, haunted by her brother's death and a lifetime of half-truths, receives a final confidential file, one that reveals the hidden web behind Haroon's tragedy. What she uncovers is darker than she ever imagined. Haroon was innocent. The true corruption lived within the foundation that once promised hope and salvation. Under the mask of charity, it hid greed, manipulation, and blood. Armed with the truth, Meyra stands at a crossroads. To expose this system means destroying everything: her reputation, her safety, even her love. Because standing on the other side is Selim, the man she loves, the man tied to the very foundation she must bring down. Selim is torn apart by the storm that Meyra unleashes. His devotion to justice collides with his guilt over past mistakes and his love for the woman who now stands against him. He realizes that redemption is not achieved through punishment, but through surrender. Through facing the weight of one's own soul, his silence becomes his confession. His pain becomes his penance. And as he finally looks into Meyra's tearful eyes, he understands. Some wars are not meant to be won, only survived. Then comes the unexpected, Dilsha's return. After years of silence, she steps back into the light, carrying both vengeance and truth. In her trembling hands lies Haroon's final letter, a message written in his last hours, and the ultimate evidence that can destroy Suleiman's empire. Her confrontation with Suleiman is quiet but devastating. No shouting, no violence, only truth, whispered like a prayer that burns. For the first time, The man who built an empire on deception faces defeat. And this time, no amount of wealth, no title, no power can buy him salvation. Caught in the crossfire, Firkin finds his own redemption. For years, he balanced on the thin line between loyalty and conscience. In the end, he chooses honesty and pays for it with loneliness. His story reminds us that truth does not always reward. Sometimes it simply sets you free, even if freedom costs you everything. All paths converge under a gray sky at Haroun's grave. Rain falls softly as Meyra and Selim stand side by side. There are no more accusations, no more defenses, only silence and acceptance. Haroun's name has been cleared. Justice is served. But this justice burns. It cleanses and scars at the same time. Meyra, her tears mixing with the rain, whispers, "Let's stop fighting." Selim. He lowers his gaze and replies, "Some wars don't end in peace. They end in silence." As dawn breaks, the foundation's old sign is taken down. A new one rises in its place. The Haroun Education Fund. No longer a monument to lies, it becomes a symbol of forgiveness, rebirth, and truth. In the final scene, Meyra drives away. Through the car's rearview mirror, she glances at the past one last time. Her voice, calm and resolute, fills the silence. Some truths arrive late, but they arrive. Some wounds never close, but they teach. We lost. We suffered. We paid the price of sin. And at last, we learned to forgive. Love and Tears closes not with victory or defeat, but with peace, the quiet kind that comes after every storm. It reminds us that closure doesn't mean forgetting, and forgiveness doesn't mean weakness. It means letting go, finally breathing after a lifetime of holding your breath. No one wins in this story, but everyone, at last, finds peace. If this story touched your heart, if its truth echoed in your silence, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Let's keep the memory of love and tears alive, not just on screen, but within every heart that still believes in redemption.